now exclusive insurance stocks in particular will be in focus. IRDAI sources have told ET now that there will be no directive given on capping the bank assurance business as yet. You also had HDFC Life, SBI Life, as well as Max Life Insurance that shared a clarification calling the rumors inaccurate. My colleague Anurag Shah, who broke the story, is here with all the details. Anurag?
Insurance regulator IRDAI has not issued any directive to insurance companies for capping up of their bank assurance business. As per the top IRDAI sources, there is no plan and no directive issued from regulator to insurance companies and to cap the business through bank assurance channel. As a bank assurance is an important channel for life insurance companies, majority of their business come through the bank assurance channel, and as per FY24 data for listed companies, LIC's total business around 3.61% is through banca and alternative channel. For HDFC, of 65% of total APEs is through bank assurance business. Then SBI Life, 52% of new business premium is through bank insurance model, and for ICICI Pru it's around 29%. So we have seen that recently IRDAI Chairman Debashish Panda, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has raised few concerns about mis-selling of insurance through bank insurance model, but as per IRDAI top sources, there has been no directive issued to insurance companies for capping up of business through bank assurance channels.
Thanks, Anurag, for breaking that important story. So, as of now, no directive issued by the IRDAI. But to discuss that further, we have Prayesh Jain, the Senior Vice President, Research Analyst, NBFC Institutional Equities, joining us from Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Prayesh, hi, good to be speaking with you this morning. Thanks so much for making time. What do you make of this flip-flop? I understand that there has been no directive which has been issued at the moment, but do you expect this overhang to continue on the stock prices?
Yeah, good morning. So, the noise around bank assurance has been on for some time. For I think over the last 8 to 12 months, it has been on. First, it came around the mis-selling, and then yesterday it came around the capping of parent banks in the bank assurance mix. So while this noise has been around, and I feel that the bank assurance as a channel is the largest channel, and IRDAI, when planning to put in, wanting insurance for all by 2047, such a important channel, if constrained, would be difficult to, implement and meet those targets of insurance for all by by 2047. So, amongst the listed players, obviously, three of them have a very high share, above 50%. IPRU has around 30% amongst in retail APE, and LIC has a relatively lesser share. So I think until the noise continues, possibly these are a couple of stocks probably which could outperform should be IPRU and LIC.
Right. A very good morning to you, Prayesh. And like you mentioned, that the three of them that have a largest share, or when you talk about this bank assurance business, we've got most of the clarification coming in from them. That's the SBI Life, HDFC Life, as well as Max Financial. What does it also mean to other players in the market, like the likes of PB Fintech? Will they stand to benefit if this happens? Or also, the fact is, will this go through if the government is even thinking about it?
So if you think from the from the news that was there and that gets implemented, if that's a big if it gets implemented, then think about from an insurer's angle and also from a bank angle. What would insurers do if there is a 50% cap on the parent bank? And they would tie up with more banks to sell the product, because that's a very lucrative channel to sell insurance products. On the other hand, what would banks do? Banks would tie up with more insurance companies, because if they have to slow down one of the particular insurance companies. So eventually, the share of bank assurance would not change materially by this move in particular. However, if we, from a other players' perspective, like a PB Fintech or brokers, like Prudent again has been growing its insurance business. I think from a structural perspective, the other channels will have to start gaining momentum. In fact, if you look at the number of agents that have been being hired by most of these life insurance companies has been on an increasing trajectory in the last 1.5 years. And the share of for some of the players of direct as well as agency channel has been increasing. So already, I think with the requirement of deeper penetration into the country, I think agency channel or the direct or the online channels will pick up more momentum over the medium term. So I think players like PB Fintech, while not under our coverage, but should gain out of it.
Sure, but the risk that you talked about, and you said it's a big if whether this happens or not, do you think that risk is appropriately captured in the stock prices right now? And perhaps this is a, kind of risk reward that people can take, or your recommendation right now would be to stay away and let the clarity emerge?
So, if you look at the stock performance of, all the life insurance players, they have been range bound to quite a bit of sharp decline for certain players like HDFC Life or even SBI Life for that matter. They have declined significantly from their tops. But until this clarity emerges on whether, what kind of cappings or any of these and the insurance bill is also being largely discussed in the media, and if that comes through. So there are some regulatory concerns or not concerns, moves around the space. So possibly they could be in the period where they may not outperform, but we wouldn't see significant downsides from on these names from Europe.
All right, then we leave it there. Thank you so much, Prayesh, for joining us this morning to talk about the insurance space, especially the news and also what it means for the significant players in the life insurance space, especially who use the bancassurance channel. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. But we also,
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.